Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. You want to talk about it? What about today's trial? So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me at all last night, you see, and I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just his sister, that poor girl. And boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Yeah, how about your refusal yesterday? I asked before, but why did you refuse a request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Right. Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. What about Mr. White? So I paid Blue Corps a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Why wouldn't you defend Maya? I thought it was strange. Here was Maya, your own apprentice's little sister in desperate need. Accused of killing her own sister, no less, and you wouldn't take the case. I finally realized why. You and Red White are connected. He's... your lover. It's not something I can claim to understand. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What? My boy? Mr. Grossberg, the other day, there was a giant painting hanging on that wall. I saw that painting again today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corps. It was a present, wasn't it? Well, my boy, you have a splendid imagination. I don't understand how you could... That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. I guess I was wrong. But it just seems so right. Do I have to answer that correctly? So, I know you and Mr. White are connected. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. White? They're bound. Unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. The DL6 incident. What is it? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium! A medium? Her name was Misty Fay. Fay? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. What's the reason for blackmail? Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Alright, let's move back there and take a look at that then. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. So I guess just start poking around the room till we find something? Maybe on the bookshelf? All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Probably A through I. Let's see if there's an A record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F, Misty Fay. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I've tarnished the Fay name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the ESP that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Is there more to look at? Let's see, J through S. Nothing much here. Let's skim it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end of S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. And he just squished the blood out with his hands. Anything else? Check him. T-U, I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Ah, suspicious. So, our new evidence is newspaper clippings. Maybe we should show this to some people. Let's try going back to Blue Core and see if we can do that. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Oh, we do have more topics. Miss May. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I've got to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. What about the night of the murder? This guy's a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot and quick. Stop that! Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. What about blackmail? There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes, there's my eyes and my nose and my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Alright, let's try showing him that evidence then. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, 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 I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second. Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? Thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quiet, dude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. Man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyer association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they may even... that they make you, even you look you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. It's right. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha. I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother. My sister. And now you. This has gone too far. Look at that puffy, angry face. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... help me break out of here. Right, okay? Listen up. I want you to help me break out of here. You mean a jailbreak? Yeah. Tonight's our only chance. All right. Huh? Oh, I'd better get a hacksaw while the stores are still open. Oh, and a rope ladder. And a getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. It's the beginning of a new century. Yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself. Tomorrow, the true culprit will appear as a witness. This is it. It's me or him. To be continued. And that's a good stopping point for us as well. So, Like I said, I have gone through the trial previously. However, I don't really remember it, so it'll be mostly fresh for me. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Bye.